Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the first match with Ors. We have a turn 1 Gnarled Scarhide, but then it gets a little bit slow and clunky after that. Need double black or double white as well. Alright, play a Swamp, play Gnarled Scarhide. Turn 1, 2 powers, always just satisfying. Opponent plays Elvish Mystic, so mana ramping. There's our double black. I'm just going to attack into this Mystic, I think. I don't think they're going to block with it, so we'll just get 2 damage in, and that'll be fine. Yep, opponent goes to 18, and we will pass. Opponent plays a Forest. Opponent plays Elvish Champion. Okay, Tribal Elves. Sure. We draw an Underworld Coinsmith. Well, that would have been nice last turn. So, let's go to combat and attack for 2, because I can be pretty sure that they're not going to block. I'm guessing that's a safe bet. Yeah, opponent goes to 16. We're going to play Journey to Nowhere and get that champion out of there, because that's going to be a problem. So play Journey to Nowhere, exile Elvish Champion, and pass. Opponent plays a Forest and passes. Are they going to attack for 1? Nope. Okay. So opponent passes, we draw a Swamp. Master of the Feast is getting less and less good, so let's just get that out now. The longer we wait on it, the less, kind of value we get out of it. We want the 5/5 flying in as early as possible. We'll go to combat, attack for 2, because I don't care if the Scarhide dies. They do block, okay. So Mystic is gone, Scarhide is gone, but they lose mana and they lose, like losing an elf is pretty bad for them because they're in tribal elves. They need as many in play as possible, so I'm kind of okay with that. Now we can start just beating with the Master of the Feast every turn. So not terrible. Not in a terrible position right now. Lead the Stampede. So they're going to look at the top 5 cards and reveal any number of creature cards and put them into their hand. Yep, and they get 3. Mystique, Elvish Visionary, and Archdruid. So Archdruid's probably coming down next turn, and we don't have an answer for that. Opponent plays the Elvish Mystic, sure, and it looks like they're going to pass. Opponent's going to draw a card from Master of the Feast. We draw a Swamp. So let's play Fate Unraveler. Opponent's going to start taking 1 damage every time they draw a card, including from the Master of the Feast. We will attack for 5. Opponent's going to go to 11. So opponent has a couple turns here to turn this around. The good thing about elves is there's not a ton of removal. So that Master of the Feast is just going to beat down for the next few turns. Couple turns, actually. But, yeah, opponent draws a card, loses 1 life, goes to 10. Plays a Forest. Opponent plays an Elvish Visionary, drawing a card, and taking 1 damage from Fate Unraveler, so they go to 9. Opponent plays the Elvish Archdruid, but opponent can't do anything, so they pass. They draw a card from Master of the Feast and take 1 damage, so they go to 8. Journey to Nowhere, that's useful. We'll cast Journey to Nowhere. We will exile the Elvish Archdruid, and now we can attack with everything because their elves are small again. So attack for 8, which is lethal, so they have to block. And the Vanguard makes sense because they did draw a card from it. So opponent takes 5 and goes to 3. Opponent draws a card and takes 1 damage. So they're at 2, unless they can deal with the Master of the Feast. And opponent concedes. There we go. We had all 20 life left. I think we're going to remove Rally the Ancestors and bring in Mortifies. The problem with Rally the Ancestors is they don't play a ton of removal. So I don't know how full our graveyard is going to be. And I'd rather have the creature removal for the for all the lords. So anyway, we have a ton of land, but we're gonna go with this because I like the turn 1 Scarhide into Ethereal Armor, knowing that they're not gonna have a ton of removal. So hopefully we don't draw too many more lands, but we'll see. We're gonna draw. Well, of course, we drew a land naturally. We're gonna play Scarhide turn 1. So we are really flooded this game. Hopefully they just don't have an answer for the Scarhide and the Ethereal Armor. But I don't know, if they play a couple lords, then we could be in trouble. Opponent plays an Elvish Vanguard and draws a card. We draw another land. Oh man. Well, hey. I guess it happens sometimes. We are very flooded. Entire hand is full of lands. That's nice. Well, we're going to play the Ethereal Armor and swing for 4. See what our opponent does here. Yeah, they're going to jump. Makes sense. So we pass. Opponent plays an Elvish Mystic. Surely we won't draw another land, right? I mean, we were flooded. We drew 2 in a row. Surely not. Opponent plays another Elvish Mystic. But we're not going to draw a land, right? Not going to. Wow. That's a land. That's a land. Yep. Ugh, it's so much land. Well, I guess we're just going to go to combat and attack for 4. Opponent might just take it because if they have like an Archdruid or an Elvish Champion or anything. Oh no, they trump block. Well, okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, hey, I was worried about them just taking 4, then playing a Lord and then just dealing 4 right back, but then having more damage on the field for the future. That would be bad, but hey, trump block is fine with me. Opponent plays Reclamation Sage, destroying the Gnarled Scarhide. Yeah. We're not going to draw a land though, right? No. That's nice. It's nice to not draw a land. We'll play the tap land. We'll play Underworld Coinsmith. We will gain 1 life. And we will pass. Opponent plays Elvish Archdruid. Yeah. I think this is just looking bad. Too many lands. That was the issue with this game. We're going to get beaten down. Opponent attacks for 3. I'm just going to take it. We go to 19. Oh, and we draw a land. Yep. Land. We're flooded, and it is what it is. We're flooded. I'm going to attack because I'm not going to block. And if my opponent wants to block with the Archdruid, I'm fine with that. But of course they don't because that would be silly. So they go to 18, and we're going to just get beaten down now. I mean, it does give our opponent free will to attack with the Archdruid now, so... Oh, but then they play another Archdruid, so it doesn't matter. They would have been able to attack either way. So, well, they started to attack with the Archdruid, and they changed their mind. Okay. We're still going to take 7, go to 12. Opponent plays another elf. Yep, there's plenty of elves. I'm going to activate Underworld Coinsmith just to make this game go faster, because I'm pretty sure I'm dead. We draw another Underworld Coinsmith. Well, I guess we can gain some life back, but it doesn't really matter. We'll play Underworld Coinsmith, gain 2, go to 12. But, we're kind of dead. I mean, we can chump block and live an extra turn if we really want to. But we're kind of just dead. Lead the Stampede. Oh, wow, that is a lot of elves. So they just completely refilled their hand. Okay. Yep. Doesn't matter. Oh, but they tapped the Archdruid, so that's nice. Dwynen's Elite. So they get a 4/4 and a 3/3 token. Yeah, this is looking bad. It's looking really bad. Another Archdruid as well. And an Elvish Visionary. Drawing a card. Elves are very big. I think I'll just concede. I don't feel like waiting for my opponent to kill me. We were drawing a Master of the Feast. Well, sure. So, is there anything I really need? No. Okay, we're just going to get into game 3. Alright, game 3. Well, hey, we're not mana flooded. This hand is kind of cool, actually. Totally going to keep this. So let's play a Swamp and pass. So we can curve out nicely with Underworld Coinsmith into Grim Guardian. So that's not awful. Llanowar Elves, okay. We draw a Journey to Nowhere, that's nice. So we have plenty of removal. I'm liking this hand. Feeling pretty good about this hand. Lots of ways to remove things. We have Ethereal Armor to beat with. Looking not awful. Opponent plays a Forest. Opponent plays an Allosaurus Rider. Right, this must be... Is this that? It is. Wow, it's that other version of the elf deck. I saw this on MTG Goldfish. I forget what he called it. The dinosaur elf combo thing. So this is bad because I forget what it does exactly, but it's going to put a bunch of elves in play. Search your library for a creature card with the XLS. Oh, well, right. I guess I didn't know that. Is that the way that deck worked? Well, there's a Void Winnower in play on turn 2, so that's nice. It's an 11/9, and it does things, like bad things. Well, we can't cast Journey to Nowhere because it's an even mana cost, and that thing says that we can't cast things with even mana costs. So I guess we have Oblivion Ring for next turn, but we have to pass and take up 11 next turn, so that's nice. It doesn't have Annihilator, right? No, it's just can't cast things with even mana cost, and we can't block. Yeah, this is difficult to come back from. When your opponent has an 11/9 Eldrazi on turn 2, yeah, that's a thing that's difficult. Opponent attacks with both creatures, right? Because we can't block. So we take 13, go to 9. Well, okay then. Let's play the Mortify for now. We'll save the Oblivion Ring for when we have the Grim Guardians in play. So let's cast Mortify, kill the Void Winnower. So that's nice, I guess. That's not in play anymore. We're definitely not going to attack. I want to keep that Elvish Champion in check. Unless they play another one or an Archdruid or something, in which case it doesn't matter. But we'll see. They only have one card in hand, so that's nice. And it's an Eldritch Evolution. Okay. But they only sacrificed a small elf, so... Oh, okay. They can get that. Do and delete. Okay. Sure. So, that makes sense. That's kind of cool, I guess. So they have a 3/3 to 2/2 out now. We're going to draw Master of the Feast. Sure. I think I want to go... What do we want to do? I really want to get the Elvish Champion out of the way. So let's play Oblivion Ring. We gain 1 life from Underworld Coinsmith. We exile the champion, which makes our opponent's creatures a lot smaller. They have no cards in hand, so we don't have to worry about the elf deck going super crazy. Worst comes to worst, they top deck another Lord, which isn't the best, but I guess we can deal with it. And we're just going to pass. See what our opponent draws. They drew an Elvish Visionary. Well, that works. They get to draw another card, but we don't have to worry about a Lord coming into play now because they only have 2 mana. Another Dwin and Delete though, so that's, they are going wide. If they top deck a Lord, we might be in trouble. We really don't want them to have, you know, multiple 3/3s and 2/2s out right now. They decide to attack with the Elite and the token. I will block and kill the token. Take 2, go to 8, draw a Swamp. Okay. So let's play Grim Guardian. We will gain 1. Our opponent will lose 1. So we go to 9. Opponent's at 19. Let's play Ethereal Armor on the Grim Guardian. So we gain 1, they lose 1 again. They're at 18, we're at 10. The reason I want to put that on Grim Guardian is because Coinsmith is the best choice for removal. So I'd rather, you know, not just have one big juicy target. Now they have to decide if they want to prevent me from gaining life or, you know, get rid of a big creature. They drew an Elvish Mystic though, so that's good. So they can't attack now. I don't think they're going to attack. Oh, they are going to attack. I mean, they have no cards in hand. We know they can't do anything. So this is an interesting choice. I guess I wasn't worried about them. Oh wait, no. They're changing their mind. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. So we draw another Ethereal Armor. Okay. So let's play Grim Guardian. Are we going to be able to get back in this game? After an 11/9 Eldrazi on turn 2, let's play the Ethereal Armor. We deal 2, gain 1 again. Opponent's at 14, we're at 12. And we now have 2 7/10s on the battlefield. So let's attack with 1. I'm sure they'll just chump with a token. Or the Elvish Vanguard, right? That's fine. So that's dead. I guess we're just slowly gonna grind out our opponent's creatures. 1 or 2 at a time. Opponent drew a Llanowar Elves. I know I've been very fortunate that they haven't top decked an Archdruid or something like that. Oh, an Eidolon. Well, we've had basically the same turn 3 turns in a row now. We'll play that on the, what should we play that on? The Coinsmith, I guess? I guess we can do that now. So we play Eidolon of the Countless Battles on Underworld Coinsmith. It goes to an 8/8. The Grim Guardians are 8/11s. We deal 2, gain 1. So opponent's at 12 and we're at 13, so we're officially ahead on life. That wasn't expected. Let's attack for 16. I can just attack. I could probably attack with the Coinsmith too, but let's not get too crazy here. Opponent blocks. That's fine. Stuff dies. It looks like we're ahead now, guys. We're ahead on life. We're ahead on the board. We're ahead in cards in hand. We've got removal in hand. So definitely, I'm not going to be playing the Master of the Feast. I don't want them to draw cards to get back in this game, but it's looking pretty good. Opponent doesn't play the card that they drew. So what does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Why did they draw a card and not play it? We draw a Fate Unraveler. Okay, well we can drain our opponent some more now. So let's play Fate Unraveler. We deal 2, gain 1. We go to 14. Opponent is at 10. And now I think I can just attack with everything. They don't necessarily have to block the Coinsmith. They can live and take the 9, but yeah, it looks like they're going to just block everything. So this is looking good, unless they somehow have a board sweeper in green. I'm thinking that we're pretty good right now. Opponent loses 1 to Fate Unraveler. And they conceded. There we go. Holy crap, I did not think I was going to win after that Void Winnower hit the battlefield on turn 2. But hey, you know, that's why you should play removal, guys. Don't skimp on removal. Even if it's Journey to Nowhere and Oblivion Ring. Hey, you know, it works. It worked there. Gotta play removal, guys. So I guess we win our first match with Ors against a pretty good deck, right? I mean, Elves isn't a tier 1 deck necessarily. What is it? It's like it's in the top. Like it goes to GPs regularly and compete. It's like Merfolk kind of, right? It does win competitions from time to time, but it's not necessarily the best. Then I don't think that was the top build of it. That was the kind of janky one that we saw on MTG Goldfish like a month or 2 or 3 ago, however long it was. I remember seeing it. So yeah, we are 1-0. We are undefeated so far. So if you want to see more of this deck, check the description. There should be a playlist, and I will see you in the second match.